so much food now that I'm in like kind of a carb coma. I'm in a food coma, basically. Imagine if all the delivery riders had cams and they were all cycling Mikeys. If all the delivery riders had cams, you get some fucking amazing content, to be honest. If they were just streaming without really like caring about the stream itself, like if they were just live streaming and not reading chat and just doing their jobs, you'd see some crazy shit. You would see some crazy shit, man. I saw some crazy shit and I only did it for 6 months. If I was doing that for years, those riders see some weird shit, man, trust me. I saw really strange things doing that job in central London. The favorite kind of coma? Yeah, I just feel dopey. I think, was it his brother killed by a drunk driver? I don't know if it was his brother or his dad. Yeah, I think he had a close family member die from a drunk driver, yeah. Oh, oh man, some of the customers were fucking weird, man. And like surreal situations like delivering to brothels and stuff. That was fun. Delivering to brothels was fun. Doing deliveries to people, like extremely wealthy people. Like we delivered to someone literally on that road to our left. See that road just down there? That road there, Falbert's place. We delivered to someone who lived on that road there. Literally like 5 seconds walk from where I'm sitting now. And just seeing people's flats and just like people opening doors and like not wearing many clothes and things. Like, you know what I mean? Like rich people just don't give a shit. Contract killer, thank you for the 6 months. Prime. Oh my god, it's Prime, thank you. You have 1 Prime a month and use it on me. That makes me feel very special, thank you. Thank you, Contract Killer. Have I been anywhere interesting lately? Where did we go yesterday again? We went to Canary Wharf. Was quite interesting yesterday. I find Canary Wharf kind of soulless though. Oh, it was his dad, was it? Yeah. And you had someone close to him die. Yeah, that's gonna fuck you up. And that's gonna make you want to do that kind of content, I guess. Not many close in London in March. Well, they're at their homes, aren't they? They open the door to you. They're wearing not much at all. I always used to blur the camera when I delivered customers' orders, though, because I didn't want to dox people's faces and stuff. Sometimes I wish I hadn't, so you'd be able to see what I saw. But yeah. Some ugly mugs. Well, quite the opposite sometimes. I can't even remember the weird shit that happened. I remember trying to deliver condoms to someone, and do you remember that one? I talk about that one a lot. And they just didn't want to. They didn't. Yeah, they ordered it to the wrong location. Probably the right thing to do to blur. Yeah, I mean it was the right thing. Definitely the right thing to do. But in hindsight, I think I would have liked if you'd have seen some of that content. Because I think the real content comes from... I think when you're doing deliveries, well, my experience was picking up the food was never very interesting, ever. Like going into restaurants is not that interesting. So there's really not much to see. You just go in, collect the food, say thank you for the worker, leave. The interesting part is the customers. And because I'm blurring the customers all the time, you're missing like the best parts of the content. So that's one of the reasons I was like, I can't not blur it, but you're literally missing the best parts, so whatever. Hey Lucas. A woman opened the door wearing a see-through dress. It made your day. Nice. Nice, nice. Hit him with, do you want to be on telly? I remember because I used to have the camera in this position on my chest, right? And the camera was like, this camera like sticks out quite a lot. And I remember delivering to a lady living on Harley Street, like really close to Harley Street, if not on Harley Street. Just a normal customer. She was not, it was not like a dodgy brothel or whatever. She was just like a normal customer. But she opened the door and she looked at the camera and she looked so shocked that the camera was there. And because she thought she was like being filmed, right? And she seemed so shocked that it was like pointing at her. And she took the food and she went away really quickly. And after that delivery, that's when I decided, when I'm going to the customer's door, always just, even though it's blurred, always just point the camera down. Because the customer doesn't know whether it's blurred or not, right? Customer doesn't know either way, so from their point of view, they just see a camera sticking in their face and they get all scared and stuff. So that's what, yeah. With this X3000 camera, I had to do it because it's such a massive sticking out camera. I think like GoPro or something will be fine. You wouldn't have to do that, but or a DJI. It'll be alright with a DJI. That's where the DJI comes in, stealth mode. It's much more stealthy than this. But I feel like doing this is, with this we're doing the deliveries with this camera is more kind of ballsy. Well, it's like that woman yesterday in Camden, talking about cameras, people wearing cameras. She came up to me, God knows why. I don't know if she really was a cyclist. She said she was a cyclist, but I don't know if she was. And she had the body mounted camera, and she was asking me about streaming and this and that, and like, I don't know what her motive was, but I didn't feel I felt a little bit suspicious of her, and it's because of the camera. If she didn't have the camera, I would not feel very suspicious. So I'm fully aware that having the camera puts people on edge a little bit. And I think that's where mobile phone streaming is better, because everyone carries a phone around and takes pictures and stuff, right? No one really cares about phone streaming. But when you're action cam streaming, it's a little different. The public perception of you when you're using an action camera as to when you're using a mobile phone is completely different. Not that I've ever phone streamed, but I can see that it would be easier in that sense. Probably end up on TikTok. Tell your neighbor to mind their own business. If my neighbor did that, I'd fucking... I don't know what I'd do. Tell him to mind his own business. Could never phone stream, you worry about someone nicking it. Yeah, but you got a lanyard. You got to attach it to you somehow, right? Ever craving for a pint of fish and chips? Can't you get that in Australia? I'm going to fill my water bottle up. There's a shitty water fountain over here. It's not the best water fountain in the world, but beggars can't be choosers. I wish I could go into a shop like this and just buy a pair of shoes. But I can't. My feet are too big. Such. Feels bad, man. Also feels good, though. How big are my feet? My foot is a foot, basically. My foot is a foot long.
No, ma perché lui doveva andare che stavamo noi qua e lui stava fermo qua.
Yeah, I can't buy my shoes in any stores on the high street. I have to buy my shoes online. Which is a pain, to be honest. It really is a pain in the ass, which means I can't try on shoes before I buy them. I have to just like hope for the best. Just order them and hope they fit. Hope they like feel nice. Thank you, Toilet Brush, for the 20 consecutively watched live streams in a row. Thank you. You know what they say about men with big feet? What do they say? Smells nice, yeah. Smells like char grilled barbecue. Does he think I'm standing really close? Nah, he knew I was filling the bottle. It was fine. He looked behind when I stood there to see what I was doing.
Oh no. Projects.
You're unreasonably anxious. I'm quite anxious, but I find that, honestly, since giving up coffee, it's helped a lot. You might want to give up coffee if you drink coffee. You look forward to every morning and manage to stick to one cup. I did for years too as well. It wasn't like, it doesn't matter how many cups you have, I found. I mean, obviously more is worse, but I found one cup a day was enough to like make my anxiety a million times worse, to be honest. It's just not the one. Ugh. Lower the beans, yeah. I would try it. I tried it and it helped me. I'm not saying that it will definitely help you, but it might help, yeah.
Which one? Left or right?
Going from 18 grams to 16 made a difference, yeah. Yeah, LSD, weed and caffeine, yep. I saw that as well. Caffeine made them like be very, very, what's the word? Like, very, words. Trying to say words. Trying to say words to entertain you viewers. Man, I don't know how streamers talk for like hours and hours and hours all the time. How am I supposed to do that?
Yeah, but get it on Amazon.
Words are overrated.